Leaked documents expose Wike's multi-billion land allocations to 90-year-old father, siblings, cousins, nephews, cronies in Abuja. Report. Barrister. Okay, let me read one or two paragraphs. In a shocking revelation, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has been accused of allocating prime Abuja lands to his family members and friends. According to documents cited by People's Gazette, Wike signed 33 approvals for land allocations to his family and friends, including his 90-year-old father, Joshua Nlemanya Wike, who received a plot of land in Guzape 2, worth 400 million naira. The allocations, which were made on July 16, 2025, also included lands for Wike's paternal cousin, Believe Wike. Oh, that's someone's name. Believe. I never heard this one before. Believe Wike. Nephew Victor Wike, nephew Henry Wike, and cousin Enwe Sonye. Please forgive my pronunciation. Promise Wike. Then we have Promise Wike. Other beneficiaries included 8 family members of James Hunwo, who received individual allocations on the same day. Barrister, is this man not even worse than Buhari when it comes to nepotism? Now, because Buhari, we all know Buhari appointed direct family members as one thing or the other in government. We have this case now of Wike allocating land from his immediate family to his extended family, which included his nephews and cousins, right? Yeah, nephews and cousins. I think I read something like that. Yeah, cousins too. Barrister, this is unbelievable. This man just has barely spent 2 years, and he's all over the place awarding stuff to his family members. What's your take on that?
But Wike was just thumping the Nigerians in the face, because before this issue came out, the issue of an allocation of a large piece of land, whether 14 hectares or so, to his own son, I think to his 19-year-old son, was what was in the public domain. And there was hue and cry all over the country that he has allocated prime land worth about 3-point-something billion to his 19-year-old son. And nothing happened to it. Nobody said anything about it. The National Assembly did not react. The presidency did not react. So I think some 3 weeks after, he now came up with this very allocation that you are referring to. So you can see the pattern. He did the first one. The newspapers, media, online, this thing carried everything. The person who leaked that information, the civil servant who leaked that information of the allocation to his son, was suspended and queried. And nobody saw anything wrong with it, not the Senate, not the House of Reps, not the presidency. So it emboldened him. He came up, said, okay, you people are saying my family members are entitled to land, so let me give it to them. So he now came up with this massive allocation to everybody that forms part of his family. And again, it is out there in the public domain, and there's nothing. You hear nothing from the president, nothing from the Senate. In fact, the Senate has gone on recess. This thing did not warrant a consideration by the Senate. They proceeded on 2 months.
Let me ask you, because this is, I don't know what's your take on this? Does Rivers State play a very prominent role in Tinubu's ambition? I don't get it, because I think in my own, I don't know what actually warranted that. I don't know if what Wike did for Tinubu in Rivers State by giving him the vote, they are writing out the vote for. Does it warrant such kind of huge reward? Because this man Wike is administering the FCT without supervision from, or interference rather, from Tinubu. Tinubu has given him autonomy to do anything and everything he wishes to do in FCT. I don't know. My question is, what exactly did he do to warrant such kind of gesture from the president? Because Rivers State, whether he won Rivers State or not, if you had one other states in the south to alternate with Rivers State, he could have still gone to rig the election and get where he is. I don't know why. What do you think? Do you think there is something behind his preference or his choice of doing this thing for Wike? The president doing it for Wike.
It's not so much what Wike has done as what Wike will do going forward 2027. I think that is the determining factor here. Tinubu believes he needs somebody like Wike in 2027, who is a bulldozer, so to speak, politically, no matter what people say. If he set out to do something, nothing stands in his way. And remember the shame of Tinubu failing to win in the FCT, even up to 25% of the votes in the FCT. Remember the shame of Tinubu failing to win in Lagos State. But the FCT in particular really got to him. So with Wike as Minister of the FCT, he believes the election in 2027 will be a different ballgame as far as FCT is
but let me say something. Now, he can still achieve that by a kind of controlling what Wike does and what he fails to do. But what we have in the scenario we have right now is that Wike is just running wild of the entire FCT, doing whatever he wills, saying whatever he wills, and the president is not interfering. That's my point. You could still give him half of the power. You could still achieve. The president can still achieve exactly what he wanted, what he needs from Wike, by just giving him 50% of the power that Wike is wielding right now in the FCT.
The president and Wike are from the same mode. They set out to get what they want, and nothing is immoral, nothing is illegal, nothing is too small to stand in the way or for them to push aside to get what they want. If you look at Tinubu, and I've been saying this thing, his whole focus is politics and his retention of that office. Whoever comes to him and he sees that you are beneficial to him for retaining his seat, he's going to give you whatever you like. Look, there are over 100 bills in the National Assembly. Establish polytechnic in my village, establish college of education, convert this thing to university. All of them that go to Tinubu, he approves it. He does not check the impact on the national finance. He does not check the impact on the quality of education. Whatever will bring him support in 2027, he's ready to take it. That is the reason why, if today Erufai will go and tell him that, look, all this year I'm talking, let's reproach, I'm ready to support you. Believe me, he will ask him what he wants and he will give him, as long as it will benefit him in 2027. That's the kind of person the president is. And if you don't understand this, then you'll be questioning why he leaves somebody like Wike doing whatever he wants. He has given him that, deliver this place to me. Any other thing does not matter to him, as long as it will not impact negatively on his election in 2027 is ready to give him a free hand. And elsewhere too, you can see other people to have that leverage that they are doing. It's not just Wike. Almost everybody have that. Once it is beneficial to the president in 2027, you can have your free will. And Wike, like him or not, is somebody who will deliver.
Performs. Yeah, he will deliver.
He performs. He will deliver. So there is not much. He has allowed him to do what he is, and what you can accuse him, he will tell you is not illegal. He has not done anything contrary to law. So that is the end of the story. As long as the president is concerned, that is the end of the story. The allocation of land to his son, his relations all over, it's not illegal by law, although it's immoral.
Yeah.
But he is the last person to talk of, Tinubu is the last person to talk of morality.
Yeah, of course.
You should know that. So that is not where he can intervene. This land issue, remember when Erufai was minister of the FCT and he allocated land to his wives, it resulted in a huge outcry. Then he boasted that his wives are entitled and children are entitled to land, just like any Nigerian. And the matter ended there. So Wike is not acting in a vacuum. He saw what Erufai did before, and there was no sanction. There was nothing against him. He got away with it. So he is walking in the footsteps of people who have passed before, like Erufai.